Now, you leave everything, what you think your kid's gonna do? You think your kid's gonna be as frugal and as thrifty and as miserly as you? Now, you made all that money now. You.
Am I satisfied?
Okay.
I'm satisfied with my career. And I remember, you guys every night. And I was one of those type of athletes.
So why do you think some of the things that have happened?
The sudden disappearance of Floyd Mayweather Jr. from the public spotlight has sparked intense speculation across the sports world. Known for his constant presence on social media and his larger-than-life persona, his silence comes at a very unusual time, just days after Shannon Sharpe made explosive claims that quickly went viral. Fans, analysts, and insiders are now questioning whether this absence is a calculated move to avoid scrutiny or a sign that deeper issues may be unfolding behind the scenes.
Floyd's so unique because he fought Pacquiao, he fought you, he fought Gotti, he fought Corrales, he fought Ricky Hatton. He's fought so many, and all these guys, a lot of these guys had titles at the time or were former world champions like yourself. What makes him so unique?
His pedigree. Look, I'm good friends with his father. The best trainer I've ever had.
Wow.
By far. He is, well, except for the professor who trained me for the Chavez fight when I beat Chavez in 1996. But Floyd Sr. is the best trainer I've ever had. He's a teacher. And that's what Floyd Jr. grew up with. He grew up with a teacher who disciplined him to be the very, very best. And I love his patience. I love the fact that he's a hard hitter.
Back in 2017, Shannon Sharpe openly criticized Mayweather's financial behavior, triggering widespread debate about the boxer's wealth and spending habits. His comments came after reports surfaced that Mayweather had requested relief from the IRS over a major tax issue, despite frequently showcasing extreme wealth online. Sharpe argued that such contradictions raised serious questions about financial discipline and whether the image of unlimited wealth truly reflected reality.
Money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Sharpe didn't hold back in his remarks, expressing visible frustration with Mayweather's approach. He pointed out the contradiction between publicly displaying massive amounts of cash while allegedly delaying important financial obligations. For Sharpe, the issue wasn't just about money, it was about responsibility, accountability, and the message being sent to fans who look up to elite athletes as role models.
Money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
In response, Mayweather defended himself, insisting that he had already paid tens of millions in taxes and that the media narrative was misleading. He emphasized that people often judge his financial situation without understanding the full picture. At the same time, Sharpe continued to critique Mayweather's career decisions, particularly highlighting how fights like the crossover bout with Conor McGregor were more about financial gain than true sporting competition.
Floyd with that uppercut, flush, and Floyd kept coming. I think Conor knew he was in trouble.
Floyd has a chin. I've told you before, he's got a chin.
And McGregor doesn't punch as hard as you thought he did.
Nope, he does. That's
Skip,
where you're wrong.
And I told you about the gloves. It's a difference. Dana said, well, you could feel his knuckles. I said, when you get those hands wrapped, he's not going to feel any knuckles. Skip, this might have been one of Mayweather's best performances.
It was. Agreed.
For the simple fact is, he had a 175-pound heavy bag in front of him with no head movement. Really, yeah, he was unorthodox with his stances, but I knew in a million years he was never going to beat Floyd Mayweather, Skip, because he's not a boxing tactician. He had too wide of a base. In the MMA, Skip, you need a wide base to guard against leg strike and takedowns. So he had a wide base. He was too square on, so.
Sharpe's broader criticism extends beyond Mayweather as an individual. He believes that Mayweather's influence has shaped modern boxing into a business-first sport, where protecting an undefeated record often takes priority over taking real competitive risks. According to Sharpe, this shift has reduced the excitement of the sport, as fans increasingly crave matchups where elite fighters challenge each other without hesitation.
The stomach, chest. As a boxer, you got to be like this. You want to make the target as narrow as possible. And for Floyd to do what he did, he was just like, okay, give me your best shot. Put that rope-a-dope on him like the Rumble in the Jungle skip. You remember Zaire? Give me all you got. Conor was just throwing all those shots. And then come round 4 and 5, Joe, I thought I was at the club. All them Jello shots Conor was passing out because they had nothing on them. Jello shot, hey Conor, let me get one of them tangerine Jello shots because there ain't nothing to it. And Floyd walked through it, hit it, power shot after power shot. Skip, he wasn't doing nothing pretty, nothing, no peekaboo, no shoulder roll, straight right hand to his dome like I told you he would. Now remember, I'm gonna run shoot this man. He too small, you effed. You should have left me where.
During a heated discussion on Club Shay Shay, Stephen A. Smith offered a different perspective by comparing Mayweather to Michael Jordan. Smith argued that both athletes shared a rare ability to dominate opponents so completely that they made elite competition look ordinary. He contrasted this with LeBron James, suggesting that while LeBron wins, Jordan and Mayweather psychologically break their opponents.
Everybody that Mayweather fought, he made him look like it was 5 years too late.
Right.
And that's the greatness of him.
Yes.
You look at the champions that this man beat and made them look mundane in beating them.
Right. You talk about Mayweather, right?
Mayweather.
I would say the same about Jordan, but that's a different.
Oh, there you go. No.
I mean, I'm glad that you heard that. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. You know, because Jordan will make you look like you're less than what you are.
Like before Scotty?
LeBron would beat you.
I know he ain't.
But MJ would make you look like less than what.
Mayweather himself has explained the intelligence behind his fighting style, particularly in his bout with Conor McGregor. He admitted that he intentionally allowed McGregor early success to drain his energy. This strategic patience ultimately led to a late stoppage victory, showcasing Mayweather's elite boxing IQ. Similar dominance was seen in his fight against Canelo Alvarez, where even Oscar de la Hoya admitted that the young Canelo was simply not ready for that level.
Old Canelo, do not fight Floyd because you're too young. You have no experience.
Right.
Well,
but he's a much bigger man.
He is, but he's 21 years old, flexing his muscles like I can take on Floyd. I'm the very best. Guess what? You got schooled. You got schooled.
Pitch the shutout.
Exactly. I mean, it wasn't even close.
You promoted Floyd.
I did promote Floyd, yeah. And then, you know, he was, the time when he was making the, I think it was a Showtime contract, $30-40 million. Yeah, we promoted all those fights.
Right.
You know, great experience for us. It was, you know, it put us on the map.
Despite his flawless record and multiple world titles, Mayweather remains one of the most polarizing figures in sports history. His confidence, flashy lifestyle, and outspoken personality have earned him both admiration and criticism. While many respect his achievements, others struggle to connect with the image he projects outside the ring.
Floyd Mayweather was trying to give y'all the fights, and everybody starts saying that this guy was too old, this guy was too that. Floyd Mayweather starts saying F all of y'all. F the belts, F you, F everything. I'm taking y'all to the bank, I'm robbing y'all. Belts does nothing but collect dust, money over legacy, currency over legacy, because he felt underappreciated. I train all day long, and I'm doing this to try to be one of the greats. Forget that, I'm gonna do it for me. He became one of the most selfish fighters you'll ever hear. That's why I never blamed Floyd. When y'all hear me say the Floyd Mayweather effect, a lot of Floyd Mayweather fans, you hate on Mayweather already. No, I'm talking about the effect. Floyd Mayweather is an all-time great fighter, but people grab the wrong things because most people aren't about hard work and dedication anyway. That's why to be great is rare. Most people try to find that shortcut, and they only saw Floyd's shortcut.
Criticism of Mayweather often centers around his public displays of wealth and past controversies. Some view his lifestyle as excessive, especially during times when many fans are facing financial struggles. Additionally, his legal history has impacted public perception. Mike Tyson has spoken about these challenges, suggesting that extreme success can isolate athletes and make it difficult to identify genuine relationships.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, you know, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, because maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, you know, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world, you know. It's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about, and what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them. And sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have. You know, sometimes we want to have glorious, glamorous friends, but they don't want to be off.
Mayweather has also spoken about being misunderstood, emphasizing that many people judge him without truly knowing his story. He credited his father, Floyd Mayweather Jr., for instilling discipline through tough training methods. He also reflected on his amateur losses, explaining how those setbacks fueled his drive to become undefeated. His fight with Manny Pacquiao remains one of the highest-grossing events in boxing history.
Floyd Mayweather was the highest paid athlete in the world, and you won't believe why. Early in his career, Floyd partnered with a fight promoter where he was making $3 million a fight, but he wasn't satisfied. He thought he could make way more with pay-per-view and wanted out of his contract. So he bet on himself and paid his manager $750,000 to get out. And you won't believe what happened next, so drop a follow. This would prove to be a huge win for Floyd, and after going independent, he made nearly $1 billion and became the highest paid athlete.
Beyond boxing, Mayweather has built a massive financial empire through branding and investments. His ventures include real estate acquisitions and business expansions, demonstrating his ability to leverage his name beyond the ring. These moves have helped him maintain his position as one of the wealthiest athletes globally, even after retirement.
Floyd Money Mayweather for a reason. The boxing superstar has earned over $1 billion in his career, enough to buy a small country, and he spent it on private jets, diamond watches, and mansions bigger than some shopping malls. But then, rumors came out that he had spent it all. So how did Mayweather bounce back from broke allegations with a business empire that looks stronger than ever?
Ultimately, Floyd Mayweather's story is a complex mix of success, controversy, strategy, and image. Some see him as a genius who mastered both boxing and business, while others question whether his public persona fully reflects reality. The debate continues. Is his lifestyle inspiring, excessive, or simply misunderstood? The answer depends on perspective, but one thing is certain: his impact on boxing and sports culture is undeniable.